Hey guys, welcome to Geek Legion of Doom. I am Madison Mayhem, and this week I am doing a film called Night of the Living Dead. It comes out next month, which is October 2016, and oh my god, I literally can't sing this film's praises enough. It is probably one of my new favourite films of all time now. It's hysterical. The whole thing is just perfect. Honestly, I think this might just be the next best thing after Shaun of the Dead. I really do believe that, and the replay value for this is super high because it's a very easy watch and it's just amazing. It just makes you feel good. It's really funny and it's just really easy to watch. Okay, so the basic plot of this film is we follow a smattering of characters, but the main two are Deb and Ryan. Now Deb is a camerawoman for a TV news studio and it's the 4th of July. She's in a bar with her friend and she meets Ryan, who is a really he's a complete opposite of her. She is very kind of optimistic. She's really eccentric, you know. She's kind of one of those weird people that's not really weird. They just act kind of flighty. He's a complete opposite. He's all about saving the environment and just, you know, acting like she's the biggest weirdo ever, even though she's clearly not. So they meet drunkenly and they have a one-night stand. So for the first 10 minutes of this movie goes on for just under an hour and a half, by the way, which is great. In the first 10 minutes, it's all about how they're having their awkward morning encounter where they can't remember anything and she's winding him up and he's trying to kick her out, which he does. So after he kicks her out, she calls her friend, and upon hearing her friend's message as she's listening on the phone, she realises that something very wrong is happening, and in like 2 minutes we realise that there is a zombie apocalypse happening. It's hysterical. I really like the effects in this. I don't think it looked too cheesy or anything. But the main winner for this movie is the script. It's all about the dialogue. It's all about the banter between Ryan and Deb. The whole thing is just amazing. And the guy that wrote the script, or woman that wrote the script, needs a freaking award for this film. They really do. So of course Deb is now in her car, aware that there's a zombie apocalypse happening. Ryan has gone out to get some coffee and realises there is a zombie apocalypse happening, and they eventually come back together quite quickly and realise that they need to stick together even though they don't like each other much, and they have to try and survive. They do this by concocting a plan of trying to get to their families. Now Deborah's mother is away, a long ways away, I think in another state, so she decides to help Ryan, as she is the one with the car, to get to his family, and once she does, he'll try and help her get to her family. That is the plan for the first half of the film. And they do this by driving around, making little detours, which, you know, hilarity ensues on these occasions. And eventually they do get to Ryan's family. And it turns out that Ryan's father and his whole family is a huge they're very rich and they're very corrupt, and he doesn't like them very much. And it turns out that they are actually the cause of the zombie apocalypse. I won't go into details, but it's their fault. And they don't care. So of course Deb is now thrown into the mix. She's the odd one out, and as the movie goes on, even though they don't like each other and they show it, they do start to kind of get feelings for each other. So you've got that awkwardness going on, and it's kind of just seriously a romantic comedy. It just happens to have a zombie apocalypse going on in it. Of course there's little bits here and there where they get split up, they get back together. We've got military guys getting involved, we've got zombie hordes getting involved, we've got corrupt businessmen getting involved, and eventually Ryan and Deb go off and they decide to make another plan, which is to try and get the word out, because the word on the street is that there's a radiation leak and the whole town is being quarantined because of this, and there are no survivors. Obviously that is not true, and they decide that with Deb's connections to the news, she can maybe get a report out. So that is kind of the last half of the film. And it's just fantastic because obviously that's a very simple plot. It's a really easy thing to watch. There's no boring bits in this film at all. There's always someone saying something. There's always something being done. So it's not that the scenes are very short. It's just that there's always something going on to keep you interested. And like I said, it being an hour and a half, just under long, it's, you know, there isn't really time for it to be boring or to stretch anything out too far. But I love this film. It's all about the script. That is it. I'm giving this film an 11 out of 10 because sometimes 10 is just not enough. And I will happily watch this one over and over and over again. I cannot wait for it to come out. I will see you guys next time because I don't have anything else to say now. Bye!